You need to change this person's name. I don't know who this is for you. I don't know if this is a friend, a bestie. I don't know if this is your mother. I don't know if this is your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, or your daddy. But you need to change their name in your phone to Boo Boo the Fool. Because why they think they playing you and why they think they plotting, they think they so smart and strategic and manipulative. They are playing themselves hard. Look, those of you who this is for, God is allowing somebody to play themselves real bad in your life. They might even say that. Like, this is why it's time to move in silence. And I got another video coming about that. We speak about this, but it's very important during the season. That's going to be a specific message. I'm going to share that and I'll pin it here when I record that. These people playing themselves bad. They're exposing their hands, not knowing that some of them, they might be saying things to you. See, that's why I did that. You're so stupid. I set you up. Don't say nothing. Let these people play themselves. Let these people think what they want to think. Some of you are dealing with adult children. People who look grown. They 5 years old on the inside. They 6 years old on the inside, maximum. And really, that's not even a good comparison because a lot of 5 and 6 year olds have a lot more maturity than these people. There are actually 5 and 6 year olds that have, are having a healthy emotional development. But these people were stunted in their 5 and 6 year old phases. God is just like, don't say nothing. Just sit back, continue to do you, continue to stick to the plan, and just watch. This is why it's very important too. Like, even when we talk about going through that ego death, talking about the resurrection and all these types of things, these are things that are important to keep in mind because, you're going to have a lot of different types of people that you deal with. And when you have that ego death, it becomes very easy to navigate because then you're not going back and forth. You're not crying. You're not complaining. And you're not doing those lower petty things. Like, you don't need to win. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody who, and you'll know this will be more confirmation. A person that's always like, you're right, I'm like, it's a right and wrong person. Like, I stay away from people like that. As soon as I realize I'm in the midst of a person that has that right or wrong energy, that is so old news. Like, grow up. That's unattractive. That turns me off. As a friend, as a relative, as a potential partner, if I see I'm dealing with somebody that's in the right and wrong mindset, I'll exit left. They won't even know, but I'm out. Soon as they turn around, I'm make a smooth exits. What's that song by Michael Jackson? Smooth Criminal. I'm a smooth exiter, boy. I be done dipped out of a person like they be like, what? How did this happen? Wait, I thought nah. It's just like when people holler at me when I'm in the streets. I'm smooth about getting away. Like, I know how to not knock a man down because some of these people crazy, want to cuss you out, want to do all this type of stuff. I know how to. By the time that man finish hollering, I'm about 20 feet down the way. Thank you. Speedy Gonzalez with it. So some of y'all are smooth with these things. Like, there's a person that's playing themselves so bad. Just keep watching. And again, for some of y'all are dealing with person. Like, I did a video. Some of y'all are dealing with a dark woman. And if it's not a woman that you're dealing with somebody that has very feminine energy. Okay. It could be a man with feminine energy, but this is not a true masculine. Okay. And I'm not talking about feminine energy because, he's he because of his mannerisms. Like, you got people out here that act real tough and they're very feminine. Okay. But again, some of you are dealing with a person. I did a video about some of y'all have like a dark woman in your life, like a dark witch. Even for those of y'all who this video resonates with, it's like, keep a paper trail with this person. Record everything, document everything. If there's any threats, any of that type of stuff, I'm talking about call a popo, fam. I'm dead serious. If you don't want drama, you don't want the popo to come up, you don't want them to know how you move and go to the police station, you file a report in person. But document things. Use the law on these people. There's somebody that's playing themselves so bad they have no idea what they're dealing with. They really out here playing checkers. I don't even know if they playing that. Checkers might be a little bit too complicated for these people. But one thing we know they ain't playing for sure is chess. They don't even know how to play that in real life. Okay? Let them play themselves. Don't let these people distract you. Okay? Because some of you have a person it's like they're playing themselves, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to irritate you. What they're trying to do is they're trying to mock you. It's just like demons. Family, demons are annoying. Demons don't have a life. The only thing that they're supposed to do is torment. The devil, he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So some of these people, they just trying to steal your joy. They trying to steal your energy. They know that you're elevated. They know, some of these people know their time is up. Even if these people, this person is playing themselves, they know, they feel it. Even if they don't know it consciously, like spiritually, they feel it. Let them continue to dig their grave. Don't do no power struggling. These people not even worth arguing with. Now, again, if you have to lay your boundaries, stand up for yourself, stand your ground, I absolutely believe you should. We using our throats in this season. We speaking authentically. We want this wide open. We want this energy center in its full power. So this not about just turning the other cheek or cowering away. No. If there are certain boundaries that you need to lay, if you need to speak your piece and let them know, okay, this, and that done, let that be done. But don't let these people get your blood boiling. They're not even worth that. Don't do tick for tat. You think ahead. You get strategic with these people. Okay? Like I said, some of you are going to have to use paper trails. Some of you need to use the law. Some of you are dealing with people that you really need to start recording every conversation that you have. Remember, there are some states where it's legal to record once you have the consent of one person. So if you are on the phone with another person, or you talking to another person in person, and you have and you're giving consent to record, that's the only consent needs. You look up the laws for your state. But some of you, even as you're dealing with these people, you need to record every conversation. I don't care if it even seems like if it's going good, record it. If it goes good, delete it. But record everything with these people. Keep paper trails with these people. Keep cameras up. If you got cameras and you have to be around these people in person, let's say you have an office, or let's say it's that you have a roommate, so you're living with somebody right now. And remember, any of you that are in uncomfortable situations, baby, it's temporary. Okay, just remember that. Keep your eye on the prize. Honor your situation now. Don't disrespect the situation. We want to honor every opportunity, every situation that God gives us, even if it's not what we want. When you honor things and you pass that test, that's what levels you up. So take care of even your temporary situations. Treat it like it's permanent. Do your best. Okay? Because as soon as you treat it really nice, you're going to see that everything shifts immediately. Inmediatamente. Okay? So, again, keep paper trails with these people. Record everything. Everything. Get used to doing that. And stay calm. Keep your composure. Let these people continue to dig their grave, because these people are just going to continue to show you more and more who they are. And one of the reasons that God has them exposing themselves like this is because God knows where you're getting ready to go. These people can't go. They're not invited. They can't sit with us. Sorry, that was Mean Girls came out. Where they told Regina, you can't sit with us. That's like one of my favorite movies, but I digress. Just the original one, okay? Classic. Shouts out to Regina George. But anyways, look, let these people dig their grave, family. All right. Let these people continue to show you who they are. Just remember this. Take note. Make it like a game for you. You know, keep letting them play themselves. Just sit back and watch. Sit back and analyze. Have a journal about it. Start make it fun. Because some of you got people that's really trying, you doing it. It's like, just sit back and analyze. You know, make a journal about it. Some of these people you could write stories about. You know, some of these people, like, you got to learn how to have fun with these demonic characters in your life, because they're not going to be there forever. They're almost done. You got to learn how to transmute. See, being an alchemist is when then you understand what scripture says. God tells us everything the devil mean for bad, God mean for good. So we should know in the moment that whatever we dealing with, there's another side to it. God has a greater purpose for it. But even though God has a greater purpose that we may or may not be able to tap into at that time, even with that mindset, we can tap into, like, you know what, how can I make this work for me? How can I make this thorn in the flesh of a person? How can I make this demon of a person, this demon of a narcissist, psychopath, or whatever you're dealing with, manipulator, liar? How can I make this work for me? Maybe some of y'all start writing, you know, maybe some of y'all start doing skits, right? Maybe y'all start writing a little fantasy novel where you use this person's archetype as a character. You know, maybe you start teaching, right? But it's like, use these things. Understand that everything that's coming into your life, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, all things work together for good. Hence the 828 podcast. You can get full episodes on patreon.com/prettybossTV for sure. If you join patreon.com/prettybossTV, I beg. No Apple Store. Do it through your internet browser. Safari, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, DuckDuckGo. Choose anyone. Join there, not through the Apple Store. Apple Store is a monster. Okay, believe me when I say that. If you love me, don't join through there. But it's like, use it. All things work together for good for those who love the Most High, have been called according to the purpose of God. When we know these things, you'll start to see that you don't have to wait a month, a week, a year, 3, 10 years to see, oh, this is what God was doing. You can transmute, you can alchemize in the day, in the hour, in the minute, in the second, in the moment. Use these demons. God using them. So you need to learn how to use them too. Learn how to move like our Father who art in heaven moves. Learn how to move like our Mother who art in heaven moves. It's working out for you, baby. Transmute. Alchemize. Turn them lemons to lemonade on the spot, on site. When you can alchemize, when you learn how to turn lemon to lemonades on site, power, mental mastery. This is what life's about. There's always going to be demons. There are always going to be irritators. There are always going to be naysayers. There's always going to be Judas. There are always going to be Peters. But what do we do with them? We can't change people. We can't change the world. We know that they exist. What did Yeshua say? He said he didn't entrust himself to man because he knew it was in man. But he said the things he did, we'll be able to do even greater things. You know why he said that? Because we don't even have to do what Yeshua did. Yeshua already defeated the devil to give us the keys to trample all serpents and scorpions, family. Let's play with these things. Sometimes you got to just laugh at these things and these people. They playing themselves. They want to play games, laugh at them. Keep it to yourself, though. Just laugh on the inside. Figure out how to make a thorn in your flesh into something that's fun. Turn it into a game. December 8th through the 14th, David Consecration, David Awakening coming up. Shouts out to everybody who has booked. I cannot wait to see you all. I'm very excited for everybody who's already going to be in the building. This is our final event of 2025. This is an online event, 7 days. We're going to for sure do at least 3 days of lives on that Monday, that Thursday, and that Sunday. We're getting it in. The lives are scheduled to be an hour long, but we're going to be in there as long as Holy Spirit moves. Typically, the lives start at 5:30 p.m. EST, just so that y'all know ahead of time. And then let's say you miss a live or you come in late, no worries. Everything is recorded so that you'll have access to it during, after the event period. You will always have access to that. We also are going to have the group that's open. I'll always be active in the groups for our different events. We're going to be in the group 7 days back to back. All of the resources, everything that I share for our actual David Consecration, for our spiritual warfare, advanced spiritual warfare techniques, prophetic messages, all of these things are going to be in the group, and I never shut the groups down, okay? And I know some of you have been in my groups before, and I'm like, I'm going to invite y'all to these other groups. I am going to, by the end of the year, like do consolidated groups to where I'm going to be active. Like, let's say for, our spiritual events, I'm going to create a group to where for those who's been in the Esther Awakening, for those who joined the David Consecration, we have the Esther group, we got the David group, but I'm also just going to have a group that we can all go when the events are over to everybody correspond. And same thing with the business events. I'm going to the Takeover 2025 Mastermind group. Everybody who's been in any of my business groups, I'm going to also share those links, because anytime we do business things or tutorials or stuff like that moving forward, I'm going to do it in that Takeover Mastermind group. So if you were in MMM boot camp, if you were in Power Week, and of course, if you were in a masterclass for Takeover 2025, you'll have access to that. Okay. So I'm going to still be giving y'all the link so everybody can get into those Telegram groups, like the consolidated groups. But the other ones, like all the mini subgroups, I'm not closing them. The resources are still going to be there. Okay. So anyways, we also have David Consecration Spray, or our holy water mist. This is from the David kit that you can get on prettybossy.com or alterbodyco.com. And we also have the holy oil for consecration, for focus, purification, and protection. Okay. There are 3 different ticket types that you can get. For those of y'all who are interested in joining us for the David Awakening, you can get just the event pass only. You can get also the ticket that includes the David kit, or you can get a ticket that includes prophetic letters, where I will record a 5-minute prophetic audio for you and have that transcribed into a letter that you can have with you on all times. Keep it in your purse, keep it in your prayer altar, keep it next to your bed, keep it under your pillow, keep it in your car, keep it at work, wherever you need it, to always have that prophetic word on you for what you need to know, and for what the Most High is reminding you of, what you got going in this era, which is nothing but blessings, but it's going to be specific guidance for you that Holy Spirit gives through me. If you have any questions about anything, always remember all of my links are below. They're in the description and they're also in the comment section. I love you all so very much, family. These people playing themselves real bad. But who laughs last, laughs best. Talk to y'all soon, y'all willing. Peace.